Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're at in the world and when you're watching this. Welcome or welcome back to the channel of Auntieki.reads. Yes, this is the channel of Auntieki.reads where I will read you like no other. So nieces and nephew, if you're here for clarity, answers, or insight, this is the channel for you. So for those who are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm guaranteeing you, you will find the clarity that you need. And for those who've been a part of the channel, I just want to continue to thank you for your love, your support, your loyalty, and exchange of energy. I really appreciate you all. So, if you're ever interested in wanting to book a personal reading, the information is below in the description box. Also, I am on TikTok under the same name, auntieki.reads, and I do post there daily as well. So let it be here, let it be on TikTok. Your auntie is giving you the truth one way or another. Okay? So, as you see, there are 3 piles that you're looking at. And what today's pick a card reading is going to be is, what is it time for you to know about your situation? What is it time for you to know about your situation? So, starting from left to right, you have 3 piles, starting with pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. So, take a minute to intuitively choose which pile may speak to you. And also feel free to choose more than one pile. More than one may speak to you. Okay? So I'm going to give you a minute to go ahead and decide which pile. While you do that, I'm going to take a deep breath. Feel free to join me on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, nieces and nephews, so are you ready? All right, so this is what it's time for you to know about your situation. Pile 1, let's get started. So pile 1, what is it time for you to know about your situation? And I don't know what the cards say, so I'm going to just flip them over. Each pile has the same amount. So starting with pile 1. It's time for you to know that it's time for you to stop looking for it so it can come to you. So this is giving me the energy that, like, you guys are struggling with believing that love will happen, or that this situation is going to turn around, or you're struggling to believe, and it's like you're looking for signs, you're looking for every little thing that'll lead you to where it's like it's time for you to surrender from an outcome and stop being detached as far as wanting to know the next step. So Spirit is wanting you all to surrender to an outcome, so that whatever it is that you desire from your situation, so that it can come. Okay, so the first thing is it's time to stop, again, expecting, looking for an outcome, looking for signs, and trust. Your actions will gain results. So see, this is giving me the energy, nieces and nephew, that like you guys are like in your head, and maybe you're wanting to take action, maybe you're wanting to do something that implements taking the next step or going the next level in the situation. And it's like maybe you're looking for a sign from your person that gives you the green light, and it's more so a thing as far as like, what is it that you want to do? Again, surrender to being attached to an outcome and trust what you feel. But your actions will gain results. So this is you moving on, you initiating something. But right now, it's time for you to make a move versus being in your head. Okay, so no longer serves you. So it's time for you to know about your situation, that your actions will gain results by you letting go of the situation. And with the stop looking for it, maybe you are concerned as far as like, okay, if I let this go, will love come to me? Will this person come back if I let them go? You have to take a step in letting go or accepting the fact that this no longer serves you before anything else can come to you. So it's like, instead of you putting this into the hands of your person, it's time for you to trust yourself and make a move, nieces and nephews. But this situation is no longer serving you at this time. You call the shots. You create the reality that you want. So see, with the stop looking for the signs so it can come to you, it's not meant for you to look for signs. It's like you first need to ask yourself, what is it that you want? I just feel like, Pal One, like you have expectations for certain things to come, but it's like you're not really applying much pressure or effort into receiving it. And it's like you're remaining in a comfortable position as far as like being afraid of taking a risk when it's time for you to take a risk so that you'll know what you're capable of or capable of receiving. But Spirit is wanting you to know that in order for something to change, you have to call the shots. You have to take your power back, which is where the actions will gain results. But as far as your situation, Spirit is wanting you to know that it's time for something new. The situation has served its course. You've gained the lesson as far as what you needed to know, which is possibly you taking your power back and moving away from this. This says these cards aren't lying. So, Pal One, this is just confirmation and backing me up in regards to reassuring you that this is everything that you're needing to know about your situation. It no longer serves you. It's time for you to take your power back, make moves, so that once you make moves, what you desire can come to you, but you're not going to really be able to look for a sign before making a move. So it's time for you to stop looking for it and take action. But these cards is just confirmation to what you need to know about your situation. Love who you are. Love who you ain't. It's time for you to accept your flaws. It's time for you to accept everything about you, Pal One. And I'm getting a sense there's a sense of uncertainty as far as knowing what you're capable of. And that's why Spirit is saying you'll know more about yourself based upon the actions and the risks that you take. And maybe right now you're doubting who you are, what you are capable of doing, and it's giving me like you're struggling with codependency in the sense as far as like, being afraid to let this go, wanting something new, but wondering, is it going to come to you? And again, you first have to allow it to start with you by loving who you are and even the parts of you that you feel that's not the best version of yourself. Your flaws is what makes you beautiful, Pal One. And you calling the shots to create the reality that you want is basically saying that you can have anything that you want, but you have to take your power back and create movement. And even creating movement is a form of self-love because you are moving away from what no longer serves you or you realize your worth. But it's time to make a move in regards to this situation, Pal One. Block list. I instantly heard that this is something that'll help you to get over the person that's blocking them. Maybe it's that you guys have been arguing and things escalate and it's like you're so used to a certain cycle with this person to where they drain you. And that's the sign in itself to where it's time for you to let go of this person and block them because they no longer serve you. So Pal One, it's definitely time for you to create boundaries. No longer feed into a situation. Then no longer, it's kind of like I'm repeating my same cycle, but this no longer serves you, Pal One. It's time for you to block this person, love on yourself, take your power back, and start creating the life that you really do desire and know that you are deserving of. I'm getting the sense that this person that you've been dealing with is like, you've given them too much power and control, and it's like you are waiting for them to pour into you when they aren't, because you've given them your power. So it's time for you to take your power back and show them that you are creating the reality and calling the shots and creating boundaries and choosing yourself. Okay, so see, this is telling me that this is a thing to where it's like, it's the thought of this person. It's nothing that they're actually are doing. It's nothing that they're actually are saying. It's nothing that they're actually investing in. Pile one, with the infatuated, is giving me the energy that like, it's the thought of this person. And it's like you possibly have created your own illusions, your own outcomes. You have these certain expectations. And it's like nothing about the situation is realistic. I feel like you're allowing your illusions to be the thing that you feed off of as far as what you're looking for. And that's why you really haven't seen what matches the things that are in your mind, because nothing about it is realistic. So it's like the situation is making you see, or it should make you see, that there is no substance. And that's why it's like, okay, since this is infatuation, you need to love yourself. Because again, this is all based up off an illusion. I feel like it's possibly this person's potential versus the actual. So with this person's actual, it's like it's not enough to go anywhere or get up off the ground. And it's like it's time for you to take your power back. Yes, you're breaking generational cycles, pile one. And it's giving me that like maybe you're used to experiencing like seeing people in your family, or you're just used to people being in codependent relationships. And it's like that's going to be the dynamic that you break by taking action and taking your power back. By you choosing yourself and realizing your worth as far as who you are and what you deserve, that is breaking a generational cycle, because you're not going to the beat of the drum, or you're not going to the beat as far as just wanting to be with someone for the sake of having a warm body. You love yourself enough to give yourself what you know that you deserve, but you also love yourself enough to be alone. And it's a difference with being alone versus lonely. And pile one is giving me the energy that like being with this person or in this situation, it was like you had them there and you were still alone. So by you breaking generational cycles, you're going to take action based upon the things that you know that you deserve. See, right now, your spirit guides are really trying to put you in a position of elevating. Right now, you're transforming, but it's like you're afraid and you don't want to go through this alone. And you're looking for signs just to make sure, like, am I tripping? And again, the signs are not necessarily going to speak to you just yet, because it's meant for you to make a move, which is letting go. But by you letting go, that's going to be the cycle that you break. It's setting yourself free. Take action on that new idea. It'll take you somewhere. So pile one. Spirit is wanting you to like focus on your success and your goals, and not necessarily focus on love, because again, it's something that you're wanting to do. And maybe this is something that you've put off for the sake of being with this person, to where it's like when you were with them or in a situation, it's like it just allowed you to just focus on this person because you were so infatuated with having love around you based upon the illusions that you created. But now that you're starting to see the reality that this is really nothing, it's time for you to focus on something that will give you a guaranteed result, which is the idea as far as what you want to, take action on. But it's time because it's going to allow you to gain results. And it's time for you to love who you are so that you can remember the gifts that you possess. But as far as your situation, it's time for you to know it's time to let go and block this person. Because Spirit is making room for you to take action and create a new path for a new beginning. But you can't look for it. You have to make moves. And once you make moves, things will start to make sense to you. And this is the truth. These cards are not lying. So let's dive a little deeper as far as what more you need to know about this situation. See, change of heart. So it's like, maybe you were just comfortable with thinking like, this is going to be my forever after. I'm making plans to do this and do that. And it's like the change of heart is you choosing yourself. You no longer want to feed into this because you realize it's infatuation and the potential. The change of heart is you realizing that you're breaking generational cycles. And it's time for you to learn yourself. It's time for you to love on yourself in a way that you wanted others to love on you, pal one. But you're having a change of heart as far as this situation. And it's because it no longer serves you. You're starting to see the truth. Yeah, you're dealing with somebody who's dishonest and can't be trusted. And I feel like this is one of the reasons why you need to put this person on the block list, because when you guys speak, I just feel like this person has a way of getting in your head. And it's like, once this person says the things that you've been waiting to hear, it's like, okay, I just want to, you just start to believe and you want to really receive the outcome of what this person is saying. But I feel like this person's words and their actions don't match. That's why it's meant for you to not put so much control into this person and take your power back and you create the movement, because this person isn't leading you anywhere. I feel like you've been stuck and stagnant for a long time, pal one. And it's time for you to have a change of heart with choosing yourself and realizing that this is not somebody trustworthy. Trust the plan. So again, this is you wanting to look for the signs. You know how this card is saying, stop looking for it so it can come to you. It's like you're not supposed to see the path as far as how you're being led. You're supposed to trust each step that you make. And Spirit is saying, if you take action on that new idea, it will get you somewhere. But in order for it to get you somewhere, you have to trust where you're going, right? So this is setting you up to being able to fulfill your heart's desires. I feel like in your family or just the cycle as far as what you're used to, it's like, I feel like in your lineage or in your family, like, you guys have dreams, but no one has really fulfilled them. And it's like they're in a rat race with working the 9-to-5s and they're talking about the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. And it's like, you're going to be the one that's not seeing the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. You're going to actually do. You're going to actually be. And Spirit is really wanting you to break this cycle so that you can trust the plan, so that you can, have the change of heart and knowing that once you live from your heart, you're going to actually gain results from taking action. But as far as the situation, it's slowing you down from your purpose, pal one. And that's why it's no longer serving you. It's one thing to go through things with someone, but this is not serving your higher good. That's why it no longer serves you, because you're breaking generational cycles. You are actually doing the spiritual work, which is breaking generational cycles. This is what you're doing now. And even though it doesn't make sense, you got to trust it because it's getting you where you want to be. You got to trust the plan. See, this situation does have potential, but it needs work. But you can't do it on your own. And since this person is putting you in a position of doing it on your own, you might as well should be on your own, do what you want, not sacrifice so much for this person, and at least get something out of what you're investing in. So whatever idea that you have, it's time. But you have to trust the plan, not this person. It's time for you to trust the plan as far as how you're being led. If you've been getting the feeling it's time for me to let go of him or her, trust that. You're not wrong. You're not dogging this person. You're choosing yourself. And the thing is, it has potential, but it needs work. But this person isn't putting in the work. It's you that needs to take the action. It's you that's no longer serving you. It doesn't say you're not serving them. This person no longer serves you. It's time for you to block them. It's time for you to call the shots. So see, you're being led at this time, pal one, but you have to trust how you're being led. This situation is unrequited. And with unrequited love, pal one, there's not enough love or chemistry to make this love grow. So again, it has the potential, but it needs work. But overall, this no longer serves you. And that's what it's time for you to know about your situation. It's unrequited. You are the love. You are the energy. You are the force. That's why it's meant for you to just pour into yourself versus this person, because they're not putting in the work. They're not even being honest. And again, these cards are not lying. So this is just confirmation as far as what you want to know. This isn't saying, oh, that there's love. This is infatuation. This is all based off the potential and a thought. So it's time for you to choose yourself and trust the plan, because you're dealing with somebody who's not honest. Apparently, you're having a change of heart and you're afraid to take action. But it's time for you to block this person and follow what your heart desires, whatever action and plan that is, pal one, okay? But this person, this situation, it no longer serves you. It's time for you to love who you are and love who you ain't. If this person has gotten in your head and told you you're this and you're that, that person has projected. Be glad that you're not what they say that you are, because that allows you to see that they're not loving you for you. See, the person, if they feel like you're not something, this person is supposed to teach you, show you, guide you, not down talk you. So again, it's time for you to choose yourself. And this is the advice from Spirit. Helpful people. There are people that want to help you, support you, and be there for you. But maybe you've blocked them out. Maybe you've pushed them away. But as you begin to love who you are and let go of what no longer serves you, you allow the things and people who are meant to come to you. So, as far as stop looking for it so it can come to you, you got to take action to even know what's going to come to you. You can't just sit there and wait. You have to meet Spirit halfway by taking action and trusting the plan, pal one. But what your spirit guides and angels want you to know is that you're not alone. But you have to believe and know that. You have help all around you. But you have to ask for help. You have to ask your angels and your spirit guides to lead and guide me. And once you ask them, you have to trust the plan. And you cannot look for all the signs. Don't look for it. Allow it to come to you. When you receive help, you have to receive it. You don't look for help. You allow it to come to you. And Spirit is wanting you all to let go of this so that you can understand what wants to come to you. Not what you are imagining and thinking about. More wants to come once you trust. But you first have to let go and choose yourself and create the reality that you want. So there are certain things that you still haven't made completely clear to Spirit so that they'll know how to move in your life. But it's time for you to create the reality that you desire, pal one. Choose yourself. Take action, because it's going to lead you, it's going to take you somewhere. And this is what you need to know about your situation, okay? We're moving on to pile 2. Okay, so for those that chose pile 2, what is it time for you to know about your situation? Let's see. What is it time for you to know about your situation at this time? Okay, so we have home wrecking ass. This is giving me the energy as far as the person that you're dealing with automatically, pile 2, is like there are distractions. It's like maybe somebody is in this person's ear, or maybe it's a thing to where it's like you've been feeling like you're not the only one. And this is also giving me the energy that like maybe somebody is jealous or they know a little too much about your situation to where they are causing distractions and interruptions. Okay, we have street smart and book smart. So this is giving me the energy that like you're dealing with somebody that, I'm not going to say this for the streets per se, but I just feel like, this person acts one way with certain people and another way with others. So it's like maybe this person is living a double life. Okay, but let's keep pulling. Emotionally stuck. Yeah, so pile 2, this is giving me the energy that like you guys have really been patient with this person, and you really have been patient and allowing them to just, take the lead and just show you exactly what their intentions are. And it's like with dealing with this person, it's making me feel like it really isn't going anywhere, and it's getting to a point where it's stagnant. And with the stagnation, it's getting you to a point where you're feeling emotionally stuck because this person isn't completely emotionally available because of having someone else on the side, or just, again, having that distraction as far as someone trying to come in between you all. So there are energies that are projecting in your situation at this time, pile 2. What you've been waiting for is on the way. I don't know if you can see that. Let me move it right here. What you've been waiting for is on its way. So this is giving me the energy that like maybe this situation is running its course to where it's like, you know, again, I started off by saying you guys have been really patient with this person. I feel like Spirit is going to put you all in a position to where this person is going to miss out on a good thing because you're doing the right thing, you're being patient, you're waiting, but yet this person isn't showing up in the way that you need them to show up for you. So Spirit is saying, like, keep hope alive because the love that you desire is on its way. Poor communication. So pile 2. What you need to know about your situation is, like, if you feel that this person is holding back, which is possibly creating that emotionally stuck feeling, I feel like this person that you've been dealing with is like one person is on their heart and one person is on their mind. You know, it's like, you know, they may love somebody and be in love with another. And it's like this person really isn't being direct as far as what they want, how they feel, where this is going. And it's like, that's okay, though, because, again, what you want is coming. They're asking around about you. So maybe right now, pile 2, you guys have been in separation, or maybe you have realized that you weren't the only one and it's like you guys have been on a separation and you're just waiting for what you deserve to come. But this person has been asking around about you, so it's like, okay, the things that they didn't tell you, it's like they possibly are expressing and confiding in another person. And maybe they're realizing that they fucked up because of this home-wrecking ass energy. But overall, pile 2 is giving me the energy that like what you guys desire is on its way. And now that you are moving on, it's starting to hit this person as far as like, damn, like, what's up with such and such? You know, like, you know, it's almost like they feel you moving on. And now that they've been stuck, it's like now they're trying to save face, or it's like they're trying to get back in, or, you know, it's like they want to spin the block or come back. But this situation is a dead end road. And that's why Spirit is saying what you've been waiting for is on its way. I feel like you have an awareness about this, pal, too, because, again, you've been very patient. And when you're somebody that's patient, you don't emotionally react. And I feel like you guys have that inner awareness as far as knowing, like, you know what, this is not for me, or this isn't going anywhere. So it's like a dead end road. Trust, it will happen. So it's almost giving me the energy, nieces and nephew, or pal 2, like, shoot, one monkey doesn't stop my show. Like, what you've been waiting for is on its way. Just because this is a dead end road doesn't mean that what I want isn't going to come. It's just a matter of time. So I feel like right now, pal 2, you guys are focused and you have the awareness as far as knowing what you needed to know about the situation, which is a dead end road. And you guys are just really just pouring into yourself, focused on yourself, and waiting for what you deserve to come. Hey, this next person, they're going to have plans for you. So it's like you were dealing with somebody who's emotionally stuck. This person didn't communicate, but this next person, they have plans for you. And that's why Spirit is saying, hey, trust, it will happen. Continue allowing this to be a dead end road, because as long as you remain patient and keep your faith and belief alive and you're being optimistic, new love is on its way. Okay, so this person of the past is emotionally unstable and they're emotionally stuck. I just feel like, pal 2, that this is something that you've known, and this is the reason why you ended this, or you realized it was a dead end road, because this person was emotionally stuck, unavailable, not expressing. They only told partial truth, or you would have to pull teeth just to get the smallest things out. It just makes me feel like this situation was forced. And you're not the type of person that forces anything. So with you being patient, you realize that a lot of things didn't come natural. So it's like, shit, this ended itself. So overall, what you desire is on its way. And this next person is going to have plans for you. So this isn't going to be something that you carry the weight on your own. This is going to be someone that has plans for you. They're going to know what they want. They're going to know how to step to you. They're going to know how to communicate. They're going to be emotionally open to you. And hell, they could have the balance of being street smart and book smart. Take it how it applies, but the next person is going to be promising. So let's dive a little deeper. 1111 is significant, so maybe you've been seeing that number, and that's going to be one of the signs that let you know, like, love is on its way. But they're your twin flame. So this is giving me the energy, pal, too, that this emotionally stuck person is your twin flame. So this is a relationship that possibly triggered you. It taught you a lot of lessons. You possibly realized like the things that you struggle with, this person brought out in you so that you would know how to heal and overcome certain traumas that you've experienced. But I feel like this is a situation that really taught you about love, and that's how you are willing to be patient, and you understand what you're worth, and you understand why this is a dead end road, because you've seen certain things about yourself, but you actually did the inner work. And I feel like this person isn't really putting in the work, and that's why they're stuck. That's why they're unavailable emotionally. But it's like this person, they awakened you to they awakened you, with the trigger. So I feel like this person really put you in a position of doing a lot of soul searching. Divine timing. So divine timing is playing a part in your love life, pal, too. And that's why Spirit is reassuring you by saying trust it will happen. They will have plans for you. Hell, this new love could possibly be your twin flame as well. But I'm more so picking up this is in regards to the past person's force them being your twin flame. Yeah, because they were resisting the connection. That's why it's hitting them now, and they're asking about you because they realized that they were holding back. See, this is 1111, 56. 5 plus 6 equals 11. So again, 1111 is significant. And that's going to be the time that you possibly start seeing on a more frequent basis that lets you know, like, love is on its way. Love is manifesting. This is creating a new beginning. You're about to walk through a new door in love. But yes, your person was resisting. And that's what made them emotionally stuck and emotionally unavailable, because they had other distractions. But they did resist the thing that was real, which is you, pal, too. So, you're going to be getting asked out on a date here pretty soon. And, pal, too, I'm getting that. Let me pull it. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. With asking you out on a date, I feel like this is the person of the past, as far as like them wanting to spin the block and really just test to see, like, okay, where do I stand? And I feel like this is going to be you as far as making better choices, with realizing, like, you know what, I'm done with this. It's not a dead end road. You have other people intervening between us. You're not really open. We don't communicate well. You seem stuck and not available. So I feel like instead of you considering more of this person and being patient, I feel like you're going to set the tone as far as creating a boundary and letting this person know it's a done deal. And I feel like by you ending this situation is going to create the new doors of what's going to come. Trust it will happen. What you're waiting for is on its way. It's just about divine timing. But I feel like, pal, too, the situation is putting you in a position of choosing yourself. You're making better choices. And like I said, with this situation being triggersome and things that you had to learn, is putting you in a position of making better choices. Okay, and overall, as far as what you need to know about your situation, is that even though you invested a lot into this person, the thing that you invested is coming back to you, but in a better and healthier way. So just continue remaining patient. And I know it's hard to hear, oh, be patient, continue waiting, divine timing. But divine timing is just indicating that you have no control over the situation. You've done your part. You've done the right thing, pal, too. And I'm proud of you because I can feel the growth. I can feel like the things that you have learned. I can feel like you have been patient and that you really have tried to do the right thing, even when you knew when this person was fucking up. But it's like you also seen in their fuck ups that they weren't really trying to stop the pattern or break the pattern, which is the resisting the connection. So you have an acceptance of being able to move on in peace. And that's why I trust it will happen, because the plans that are coming for you are going to be long lasting. And last but not least, pal, too, this is going to be what Spirit wants you to know about your situation, or what's the advice. No. So Spirit wants you to know, no, you're not wrong. No, this is not the one. No, it may not be the right time for this person, but doesn't mean that it won't be the right time for the next person. But what you need to know about your situation is that Spirit is saying, no, you deserve more and you deserve better. Plain and simple. And that's what you need to know, pal, too. So remain patient, because your future is promising, is what that's telling me. Moving on to the last pile, which is pile 3. You still with me? All right. Pile 3. What is it time for you to know about your situation? What is it time for you to know about your situation, pile 3? Let's see. So the first card is, it's time for you to be open to receive. Okay, so pile 3. With that one card, I'm picking up that, like, you guys are used to being in masculine energy. You're used to being a provider. You're used to being the one carrying the weight of the relationship. And it's time for you to focus on the balance in your relationship or your situation. But it's time for you to be in feminine energy. It's time for you to attract, not chase. So, pile 3, physically abusive. It's definitely time for you to leave this alone. I don't even know the situation, but I don't like seeing this card. But this is giving me the energy that you're used to toxic relationships. Again, you're used to carrying the weight. You're used to dealing with people who are unstable, and it's like you want to come in and take care, nurture, and save, and it's like you can't continue dealing with damaged people. And it's time for you to be taken care of in a way that implements love, not just from a monetary, financial, that type of thing, but it's time for someone to pour into you. It's time for you to detach yourself. So pile 3, I'm picking up like aggressive energy. I'm hearing loud voices. So even if this is not in regards to like you actually experiencing physical abuse, the situation that you're in, I feel like this person that you're dealing with, it could get to that point because this person is very temperamental. I feel like this person is very emotionally reactive and they really don't know how to control themselves. So it's time for you to take a step back from this situation so that you can actually see how this situation is possibly hindering you or how it's bringing you down. But it's time for you to definitely remove your emotions from the situation, because there's some type of toxic energy or there's some type of toxicity that's being exchanged to where it's putting you in a position of being more of a giver than receiver. There's some imbalances in this situation, pile 3. It's time for you to exercise. Your body needs it. Plus, it will help you manifest. So this is giving me the energy that maybe in the situation that you're in, you may feel like there is no way out, or you don't know what to do, or you're afraid of making a move. And for some of you all, you may need to go back and listen to pile 1, because pile 1's situation was more so a thing as far as like they're afraid of making a move. And to me, it's kind of giving me that energy as far as like you not trusting yourself, as far as knowing like, okay, if I move on, will I be okay? Or will I ever experience just having somebody there? But it's time for you to be open to receiving. So this is letting me know that like there are some blockages in love, and you could be in the own way as far as what wants to come to you, pile 3. Mistakes are lessons to learn in areas where you can improve. And this is why Spirit is advising you all to detach, because there's something that you're missing about the situation, pile 3, that is putting you in a position of it being a repeated cycle versus you being able to learn the lessons and finding a way to improve. But also, I feel like exercising will give you a healthy outlet. Maybe it's like you two are very frustrated and you guys bicker back and forth. But if you were to get outside, go into nature, take a walk, it would change the environment. It'll allow you to get your emotions in a grounding state. It'll allow you to have an outlet because you're able to breathe in fresh air, but it's like you're needing to get in a healthy habit of doing something that'll help you or make you feel better. But this situation is putting you in a position of learning and seeing the mistakes that you're making, which I feel like is you being more of a giver than a receiver, Pile 3. You don't realize your worth. You guys are beautiful inside and out. And I feel like the person that you've been dealing with has a way of tearing you down because they don't want you to realize your worth. I feel like this person is envious of your light. They're envious of you, period, because you are somebody who is a sweetheart. And I feel like this person doesn't pour into you or compliment you or tell you exactly the worth as far as what you are. And that's another reason why you're needing to detach, because if this person can't pour into you, then exactly why are they there? And if you're the type of person who doesn't like to be alone, this is giving me the energy that you're already alone. That's why it's time to remove the emotion and start seeing the bigger picture from a logic standpoint. Because this person doesn't know how to take care of your heart, Pile 3. Yeah, this person could still want you, and that's what the card says. They still want you. But just because they want you doesn't mean that that benefits you. I feel like you're dealing with somebody who's very selfish. And maybe when they start to express, I love you or I want you, that starts to make you feel like, oh, you know what, I'll give this a chance, or oh, I'm going to keep hope alive. But no. If this person tears you down, or if this person has a way of getting angry when you set boundaries and want to put yourself first, it's time for you to pay attention to that. You are manifesting joy and happiness at this time. And if this doesn't include what you want to receive in your manifestations, it's time for you to let it go. Plain and simple, Pile 3. Spirit is wanting you to be open to receiving, because this is what you have to, this is what comes along with receiving joy and happiness. So just because this person wants you doesn't mean that it's enough. But again, it's time for you to detach yourself so that you can start seeing the bigger picture of the situation that you're in. It's time for you to pay attention to the patterns. Not the way that this person makes you feel, not the words that they're saying, not the illusions that they're trying to put into your mind. It's time for you to pay attention to the patterns, which leads to the mistakes and lessons for you to learn and improve. See, Spirit is preparing you for a healthy relationship, and this is going to teach you as far as the things that you no longer need, or possibly the patterns as far as the relationships that you have had. But you have to realize the beauty of yourself, Pile 3, first, before another can. But Spirit is wanting to put you in the energy of receiving what you deserve because of the beauty that you hold within and outside. But you got to pay attention and actually do the work, which is paying attention to the patterns, learning the lessons, detaching yourself, accepting the truth, and seeing it for exactly what it is. You need a break from this, Pile 3. You need to rest. You need your peace back. You're not able to be yourself. You may not even be sleeping at night. You may be crying. You may be emotionally drained. And what you need to know, it's time for you to let this go. And just because this person still wants you doesn't mean that they're ready. It doesn't mean that they're going to do the right thing. They still want you because you take care of them. You're the giver. You're the nurturer. You're the one that makes them feel safe and secure. But it's time for you to give this a rest, because you need you right now. Pay attention to the signs of the situation, Pile 3. It's time to remove yourself emotionally. See, right now, you're being prepared for what's meant for you. And with Spirit saying you are manifesting joy and happiness at this time, this is what's taking place now. ING. This is what's taking place now, Pile 3. So all of this is preparing you for your union. That's why you're needing to learn the lessons, pay attention to the patterns, remove yourself, exercise, which is creating movement, or just having a healthier outlet, and knowing that this is what you deserve. You're beautiful inside and out. Everybody is not beautiful inside and out, Pile 3. But what you need to know is that all this is taking place because you're being prepared for what's meant. See, this person's playing games, so you can't even take this person seriously anyway. And again, they only want you to save themselves. This person plays games. They have a way with words. Pay attention to the patterns. It's time for you to stand your ground. It's time for you to create boundaries. It's time. This is coinciding with time to detach yourself. Detaching yourself is standing your ground. Because by you detaching yourself, you're going to stand on those boundaries. Because when you have emotion, that makes you attached. By you taking away the emotion, is going to make you detached. So in order for you to stand your ground, it's time for you to take your power back. It's time for you to choose yourself. This person's playing games, so with you having this insight, stand on knowing that this person isn't somebody that you can take seriously, and that's what you need to know about your situation. This is somebody you cannot take seriously. See, this person doesn't like the fact that you're confident, and I feel like that has projected onto you, Pile 3, to where you have forgotten the confidence and the beauty that you possess. That's why Spirit is reminding you, you're beautiful inside and out. So even if you're not feeling beautiful, you carry beauty within because you have a pure heart. And this person wants to take away what you have because they're in lack. But that's why you need to detach, so that you can cleanse your energy and remind yourself of who you are and what you deserve. Again, you're being prepared for what's meant for you. So maybe after hearing this reading, it'll help you be at ease with knowing that you're making the right decision. And that it's not you, it's this energy that's projecting, because this person doesn't want to lose you. But they want you to lack because they're alone in misery and want you to be apart. But you can't be apart because you're beautiful all the way around. You're manifesting, so this no longer serves what's in your manifestation. You're trying to save this, but you have already started to fall out of love. So all you got to do is detach yourself and remove yourself from the situation, but you're falling out of love with this person, Pile 3. And maybe that's what you may not understand, is maybe why your emotions are changing or why things is changing, because you're done with this. It's time for you to accept the lessons, learn them, pay attention to the pattern so that you won't make the same mistake going into your new union, because this next union you're going to be open to receiving. And this next person is going to understand that you're beautiful inside and out. And they're going to bring you the joy and happiness. Continue standing your ground because you're being prepared for your union. You've already checked out emotionally. So all you need to do is leave physically. Physically. And you need to leave before it escalates. But that's what you need to know about your situation. You're being prepared. So that's why things is not working, because it's time for you to receive what's meant for you. And this is going to be, the last card is the advice of what your angels want you to know at this time. Wow. Wow. Pile 3. The question is, what do you want? This person that still wants you? Or do you want to prepare for your union? You have free will, and it's up to you. Spirit is giving you all the signs that you need to know about your situation. But what are you going to decide and choose for you? That's the question. And that's what they want you to know. This is up to you. But this is what you need to know about your situation at this time, okay? I hope that this helps. I hope that this gives you the clarity, answers, and insight as far as what you need to determine a decision, or just to help you understand exactly what you're doing and where this is going. Nieces and nephew, put yourself first. You're the guys that are, you are the ones that's doing the work. You are the ones who are magical. back that up by knowing who you are. You deserve to be in a relationship, not a situationship. So just consider that in regards to processing everything that you need to know about your situation, okay? I hope that this has helped. I look forward to the next reading. You guys have a good one.